Hello, friends. It has been a week here. Let me just go live on Instagram. All right, here we go. All right, guys, welcome to my Wednesday cooking live. It has been a week. I don't know where you guys are, but in Maryland, it is freezing, and we are not used to this kind of weather here. This is like a true Canadian winter. And so schools have been delayed, schools have been off, and so we're just kind of going with the flow. My son is also home. He's got a cold. So I thought, well, I'm gonna make us lunch anyway, so I might as well just go live and do it with you guys. He's watching his show right now, so we're good. So what I'm gonna do today is show you how to make avocado toast so that you don't have to spend, 10, 12, 13, $14 buying fancy avocado toast at the restaurant these days. I cringe every time I spend that much money for avocado toast because there's so many easy ways to just make it just as gourmet and tasty at home. So we're gonna do that. And then my February health challenge is coming up in less than 10 days. And so I thought I would tell you guys about that and what that is gonna look like. So hey guys, see you all on Instagram. Thanks for joining. So yeah, so here's the thing. Last week when I went live, I showed you guys my Vitamix immersion blender and the chopper and everything. And I have a lot because I love to cook and because I'm all about like working smarter in the kitchen and not working harder. I have a lot of gadgets and tools in my kitchen that I use to make my life easier. And so I thought I would share those because it seems like last week I got a great response and you guys really, really loved that immersion blender thing I showed you. So this week, my tool of the week is this. It's basically a storage container for avocado. So you know how sometimes you make guacamole and you have too much left over, and then guacamole oxidizes. So that means when the avocado interacts with air, it turns brown, and then it just doesn't look very good. Um, so this container is really cool because it basically has a suction around the rim, and you put the guacamole in the container, and then you push it all, basically like it goes all the way down. And so it takes away all the air. And so your guacamole stays fresh. It doesn't oxidize. And so we love this container. I wish it was in glass. It's plastic, but still, it's a great container so that your guacamole doesn't go bad. And we know avocados are expensive and precious, and so we don't want to waste them. Gulpina saying, I love my avocado toast I make for breakfast and looking forward to seeing your recipe. So yesterday, if you go to my Instagram or my Facebook, I shared a this to that post and the anatomy of an avocado toast. So there is a recipe that you can follow in there using artichokes, an artichoke avocado toast with red chilies. However, I don't have any artichoke today. So what I thought I'd do is just show you different ideas of how you could put together an avocado toast. But if you think about like the anatomy. Hey, please share the link. Thanks in advance. Indian ethnic couture. Which link are you talking about? Are you talking about the avocado post I was just sharing about and the artichoke recipe? If so, that's actually on my Instagram. You don't need a link. Just go to the post from yesterday and swipe through, and the recipe's on the last page. Yeah, please go ahead and check it out there. Hey, my friends. Hey, Bonnie. Nice to see ya. So anyways, what we're gonna do today is I'm just gonna walk you through what is the anatomy of the perfect avocado toast, right? So your base, you want it to be some sort of either whole grain bread. On Instagram, I've even seen people toasting like sweet potatoes. So like either toasting or baking like thick slices of sweet potato. So if you're trying to do like a low carb, no bread version, then sweet potato is a great complex carb to use. And you could also use thin slices of tofu, or not thin slices, but like a thick slice of tofu if you want it to be higher protein. What I use, and you know, this is the bread that we eat. It's called Ezekiel bread, and it's the least processed bread that I can find, that is extremely nutrient dense. So one slice of Ezekiel bread will give you 5 grams of protein, and about 3 grams of fiber. So I usually have two slices. So that right there is 10 grams of protein and 6 grams of fiber. And it's just super rich in vitamins and minerals because it's made with, different types of whole grains. So millet, barley, whole wheat, lentils, soybeans, spelt. So it's a very nutrient dense bread compared to your regular, white bread, whole grain bread, which will be more processed. Now, the thing with Ezekiel bread is it's more expensive. So I know in Canada it's like $10, which blows my mind. It's ridiculous. And in the US here, it's, anywhere from like $7 to $8. So it's definitely expensive. If you're in the US, here's my hack. Go to Trader Joe's. They sell it for $4.99. That's the best price I've been able to find it at, and it freezes really, really well. So I usually, when I go to Trader Joe's, will buy 2 or 3 of these and just throw them in the freezer. And I don't know if you guys have seen this before, but the cool thing about bread in general is you can reduce its glycemic index when you freeze it, because freezing bread, so this is any type of bread, but especially something like this, it'll make it even better for you. You freeze it, it increases the resistant starch, and which is great for your gut bacteria, and so you don't have as much of a blood sugar spike as you would if you were just eating bread straight up. So freezing bread is a great little hack if you are trying to optimize your blood sugar and your metabolic health. But this bread in general is just really, really good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 2 slices of this, and I love avocado toast really toasted. So I'm going to put this in my toaster. So for those of you guys joining, I would love for you to tell me a little bit about your love for avocado. I mean, I feel like everyone I meet loves avocado. My kids love avocado, and it's something that we eat a lot of. So tell me how you like to eat your avocados, if you enjoy avocado toast, and what your favorite toppings are. And then I'll give you some ideas here as well. So Indian Ethnic Couture, the avocado container link, please. Okay, if you guys want the link to this container, what I'll do is after I'm done this live, when I post it on Instagram, just type container and I will send you the link in the comments. So Gulpina is saying I use whole grain sourdough bread and I get it from the farmer's market. What do you think about farmer's market bread? So sourdough, I absolutely love sourdough bread. Same thing, it is fermented because of the bacteria that they use to make it. And so we eat sourdough bread a lot, and I usually try to get a whole grain sourdough bread. And yes, I love getting it fresh from the farmer's market as well. So I think that's awesome. So all right, so what we're gonna do then after you have your base, which is your bread, whatever you're using, sweet potato, tofu, whatever you want to use as your base, if you're being creative, then you have your avocado. Avocado is really funny. It's like at Joe and the Juice, they have this great poster where it says it's like the evolution of an avocado. It's like not ready, not ready, not ready, not ready, like, and then it's like black, right? It's gone bad. So you got to watch your avocados, and one way to ripen them. So I got a bag of avocado yesterday. One way to ripen them is to keep them next to apples or bananas, and it'll help them ripen. Once they start to get a little bit soft, what I do is I put them in the fridge, and that slows down the ripening process. But just keep an eye on it. Like when you buy avocado, make sure you know when you're eating them, because Otherwise, they're going to go bad. So when it comes to avocado toast, there's two ways that you can enjoy it. You can either mash it up or you can slice it and put it on your toast. There's no right or wrong way. We are mashers. We love to mash avocado toast. And I feel like it tastes better because then you can put your seasoning in there and it's really, really tasty. So I'm gonna mash it, but you could totally slice it. The good things about avocado, so let's talk about some of the health benefits. So avocados are a great food if, oh, sorry, gulping out. I toast whole grain sourdough bread, spread fresh avocados, pickled salt, black pepper, and place sliced tomatoes on top, sometimes with and without egg on top, and it's delicious. That sounds so good. Actually, you said pickled, and that reminded me, like, one of my favorite toppings on avocados is actually pickled onions, which I don't have any in the fridge right now, but that sounds so good. But yes, a good old avocado toast with salt, pepper, and some chili flakes is so, 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 so tasty. So the health benefits of avocado, sorry, I always have dog hair everywhere thanks to Toomey. But the health benefits of avocado, so, avocados are a great source of healthy fats. There's two types of healthy fats we want to think about: polyunsaturated fats and monounsaturated fats. And so avocados are actually a great source of monounsaturated fats. And so these healthy fats are great for your heart health, are great for your brain health. And so my kids actually, because we are plant-based, we eat a lot of avocado. It is calorically dense, so it's got a lot of calories because of those fats. But again, because we're plant-based, in general, we have a low calorie diet over here, but the food that we do eat, it tends to be very nutrient dense, right? So the avocado is going to have lots of healthy fats, monounsaturated fats. That's going to be great for your heart, great for your brain. And then it's also really, really a great food for gut health. It's got a lot of fiber in it, so that's really, really good. And the fiber is going to be good not just for your gut health, because it's going to keep your gut bugs happy. And remember what I told you guys last week, you keep your gut bugs happy and they're going to keep you healthy, right? So if we have a diet high in fiber, that's going to be great for our gut health, which then in turn is going to create lots of good compounds in our body that will help reduce inflammation. It's going to help us regulate our blood sugar and reduce our risk of things like metabolic syndrome. So those are things like high blood pressure and high cholesterol, prediabetes, diabetes. All of that is part of metabolic syndrome, and fiber is key to reduce our risk of that. And here's the thing, like, the average American only takes in about 10 to 15 grams of fiber a day, which is really not enough at all. And so we want to aim for at least 25 to 30 grams of fiber a day. And fiber only comes from plant-based foods or supplements. So avocados are actually a great source of fiber. And I'm trying to remember, I think it's like 6 or 7 or 8 grams of fiber in a whole avocado. So it's really a great breakfast to keep you full. It's a great snack for kids. And then because it is so rich, it also just it helps you cut down on cravings. It helps you stay full, and so you don't overeat and you don't you can manage your weight that way. Gulpin is saying, I ripen raw avocados in a paper bag, close it tight, and it works amazing. Yeah, exactly. So you can do that, and then if you put a banana in there, an apple in there, there's a compound, I think it's like, that will help ripen it faster. So that's really, really, really great. And then otherwise, in terms of health benefits, right, like avocados are a great source of antioxidants, vitamins, minerals. And so it's just going to be great overall for everything from your skin to your eyes to your gut health to your heart health. It's just a great food. Okay, so I got my toasted bread here. And now what I would do is I usually like to add something on there that's gonna boost the protein content. So I'm gonna add hummus. I have a lemon beet hummus here. This brand is also really good, Ithaca. Their hummus is expensive, but I got this on sale. And I'm really obsessed with it. So whenever it's on sale, I buy it. So beautiful pink color. So this is gonna add some protein for us with the hummus, and then you can also, you know, crumble tofu on top. You can put some lupini beans. I mean, you can also, instead of hummus, you could do smashed chickpeas. That's another way to add more protein. And again, right, like when we add more protein and more fiber to our meals, it keeps us full, right? It naturally supports our GLP-1 hormone, which is the hormone that signals to our brain we're full, we're happy, we're satisfied. And so it prevents us from overeating. It helps us to, the protein and the fiber help us to stay fuller longer and help us to, like, prevent us from overeating, right? So that's what I was trying to say. The other thing you could do is if you want to add more protein. So this is something else that I love to sprinkle on. This is TVP, textured vegetable protein. It's basically made out of soy flour. And a quarter cup of this has 12 grams of protein, and a quarter cup I think is like 2 to 3 tablespoons. So I love to sprinkle this on oatmeal. I love to sprinkle it on toast. It's just a great, and it kind of has a nutty, crunchy flavor. So it's really great. Hey mom, it's really great just to add more protein and like kind of a crunchy flavor here. So I have my toast here. So now I'm gonna add the avocado. Is this just the most beautiful color? Like, I promise you, you would be paying like $15 if you got this at a restaurant. So just be mindful, right? Like, avocado toast is actually very easy to make at home, and you can make it just as glorious and just as like fancy. So then what you could do is a whole bunch of things, right? So after you have your base, then you have any spread you're putting, then you have your avocado, which you can mash or you can slice. And then after that, right, you can add more protein. Like I said, crumbled tofu, you can put some lupini beans, you can put chickpeas, you can put nuts or seeds. So I have walnuts here you could put on there. You could put pumpkin seeds, you could put hemp seeds. Hemp seeds, similar to the TVP, will be great for protein. 3 tablespoons of hemp seeds will give you 10 grams of protein. So a lot of times we think like, oh, eating plant-based, you're not going to get enough protein. Like, there's a lot of ways to get protein. You just have to, like, if you're educate yourself about the different sources of plant-based protein, you'll realize there's so many, and you can really get a lot of protein this way. So that'll be great. Also omega-3 and 6, so healthy fats. And then you can also add chia seeds. That's really more fiber, which is great, and it'll give you that crunch. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add some hemp seeds on here, and I'll add some of the TVP to make it nice and crunchy. And then what I'll do is, then you can add your garnishes. So in terms of garnishes, what I usually like to add is seasoning, right? So you can think of like chili flakes are probably my favorite. And I would do that with like a squeeze of lime and some olive oil. And then you can also add like some fresh herbs. So I have cilantro here that's all chopped up. You could add basil, you could add parsley, and that just gives it like this really fresh taste. So what else could you do? Minnie is saying, can you give me 2 packs? I'm not sure what you're saying. 2 packs of what? So anyway, so that's that, right? So you can see here, it's nice and crispy. And I'm probably gonna add some chili flakes to this, and I'll add some olive oil to this. What else should I add, guys? I have some pomegranates here. Pomegranates would make it, like, give it that sweetness and also a nice crunch, right? So there's so much you can do, like, and most of this is pantry stuff, right? So whatever's in your pantry, you can use a little bit of everything but the bagel seasoning. That's probably the fastest thing. This is what we do like on a regular basis. Is for breakfast, we do an avocado toast with hummus, smashed avocado, everything but the bagel seasoning, and then some olive oil. And then on every Tuesday, if you follow me, you know we do Taco Tuesday. So on Taco Tuesday, my kids make the guacamole. It's like their thing, and it's very simple. They squash they smash the avocado. They add lime. They add olive oil, and they put some salt, and that's it. So there you go. Here's a beautiful avocado toast loaded with protein, fiber, healthy fats, vitamins, minerals, antioxidants. I mean, like all the things, right? So TVP. Oh, you want TVP? Okay, yes, I will bring you some. It's really good. Really, really good. So I don't know what questions you guys have, or do you want to add anything else? Avocado is like just one of my favorite go-to ways to feed my kids breakfast, lunch, snack. I mean, it's just a great additive anywhere. It's super versatile. It goes with a lot of different things. So let me know what questions you have. Otherwise, let me tell you a little bit about this challenge that's coming up in less than 10 days. I'm super excited about it. Oh, someone's at my door. Not ideal. All right, let me check. I might have to go. Hold on, wait. Go. All right, unfortunately, I do have to go, but thank you guys for tuning in, and I will share the link. If you want the container, type container, and I will send you the link. And otherwise, I will jump on Instagram stories and talk about the challenge maybe in a bit. Bye, guys.